Most players, when they're new to games like this, are trying to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. So they try to sprint from one place to another as quickly as possible in order to avoid the likelihood of being shot at by someone else, or maybe they're just impatient. In theory, this makes sense, but Tarkov isn't like other games. 90% of the time, if you want to be moving, again, as a newer player, if you want to be moving at like that standard jogging pace, and then sprint from an area of cover to another area of cover. If you're traversing large areas of the map, sprinting all the while, what tends to happen is you end up out of stamina and then unable to evade shots from NPCs or players when you need that stamina most. It is a much better practice to jog along, stopping ever so often to listen for footsteps or other sound cues in your surroundings, and then continue on while reserving your sprint for when you need to flank, close a gap, or attempt to evade someone. But that doesn't mean stand still. Like I mentioned above about looting, new players tend to not position themselves well. Whenever you open a container or try to loot a body, you stop moving. Also, whenever you use items like a splint or a surgical kit, you also end up stuck in place until the animation is over. Unless, of course, you cancel it. By the way, left click is cancel, but even then, those animations have to end so that you can get up and move. So when you're moving around, try not to walk in straight lines. Modify the orientation of your body. Continuously scan in any direction you think you'd be vulnerable. Serpentine strafe. Try to keep walls at your back and look up. Gamers never ever look up, by the way. This could be entirely anecdotal, but it feels like Tarkov players are most vulnerable from upward angles. They die constantly from above. You have to stop. Try to find some place with as many angles of cover as you can, or at the very least concealment, like crawling into a bush, before you start eating, drinking, using painkillers, doing surgery, or hell, if you have to go AFK to take a dump. Shout out to my man Devil Dog Gamer in the poop bush. The last thing you want is to be sitting in front of a large window or an open lobby or hallway, if only to have a scav turn a corner and light you up while you're trying to put down the Tashanka you've been shoveling into your face like a backhoe operator on triple overtime.